What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Avatar: The Last Airbender Standard. And I gotta tell you, today we're going to be taking a look at probably my single favorite card in the entire set as of right now, and that's because this card is busted. Accumulate Wisdom. Very, very simple card, and what is annoying to me is I think when I looked at the spoiler initially, the spoiler was not 100% complete. So there were still some commons and uncommons towards the end. At the very end of spoiler season, that always gets added at the very last second. And it turns out Accumulate Wisdom was one of those cards. So they tried to sneak this one in on us. It's 2 mana instant lesson. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Pull one into your hand. That's pretty good. Oh, there's definitely more. Put each of those cards into your hand instead if there are 3 or more lessons in your graveyard. Now, just in case you're wondering, the Accumulate Wisdom does not count itself. So if you have 2 lessons in your graveyard and you go to cast an Accumulate Wisdom, you're not going to get a draw 3. You're just going to get an impulse. So you need 3 in the graveyard. Keep that in mind. Which means we got to play a lot of lessons. So we have the Wisdom itself, Quench, 2 mana counter unless you pay 2. Combustion Technique, which is 2 mana instant, deal 2 plus the number of lessons to a creature and then exile it. Abandon Attachments, 2 mana, discard a card, draw 2. And then Firebending Lesson, 1 mana, deal 2 to a creature, or Kicker 4, deal 5. And then Boomerang Basics, 1 mana instant, I wish this card was an instant, 1 mana sorcery speed, bounce spell, but if you controlled the permanent, you draw a card. So that's kind of the lessons that we're working with. Now, we did play a little bit of lessons during early access, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is very, very similar to what we played. I think I might have only changed 4 or 5 cards, but the reason I wanted to play this deck again is because I want to get a better feel for how it plays in best of 3. When we get to play post-board games against stuff like Soul Guide Lantern and Rest in Peace and all these kind of graveyard hate cards, and get a better feel for, is this something we actually want to be doing in the metagame moving forward? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. So outside of the lessons, right? So this lesson package, you have a bunch of cheap spells. You want to aggressively put spells into the graveyard to turn on Accumulate Wisdom. Well, naturally, that stuff works very well with terrors, Crab, Terror, and then a single copy of Hearth Elemental. Now, a lot of people were asking me about there's like a new version of Terror. I think it's 5UU 6/5, costs 1 less for each non-creature, non-land card in your graveyard, and then it has flash if you have 3 or more lessons. I'm pretty sure that card is just worse than Terror or Crab, because Crab is effectively the same thing, 7 mana with flash, but this can tap 2 creatures. And then Tolarian Terror, you could argue that maybe it's a little bit better than Terror, but the fact that Terror only costs 1 mana when you have 6 spells, I think is a lot more important. So I'm choosing to play Terror over the new card. And then a single Hearth Elemental over the 4th Terror, because similar effect, it can be a 4/5 for a single mana, but sometimes if you're hellbent, you can just use this to draw a couple of cards. So that's kind of, just a sort of a split there. And then the rest of the deck is just a couple of Flood Maws. Again, you don't want to play a ton of bounce spells because you already have the Boomerang Basics, and Storm Chaser's Talent, because what's better than casting a 2 mana draw 3? Picking up a 2 mana draw 3 for 4 mana, that's what's better. And then Boomerang Basics also very good with both Storm Chaser's Talent and Roaring Furnace, where you kind of have this sort of package deal. You can generate more threats with Talent, kill more creatures with Roaring Furnace. And also, one thing that I did not realize when I was, initially building this deck, Boomerang Basics bouncing an Eddie Crab is pretty disgusting. Because you can, play the crab on their turn, tap their 2 blockers, hit for 5, boomerang your crab, cycle it, and then guess what? On the next turn, you're going to tap their creatures again. So it's a really, really nice engine, especially if you have, talent to rebuy the basics and whatnot. Mana base, nothing too crazy. And then in the sideboard, again, also nothing too crazy. Sweepers, counter spells, graveyard hate, etc., etc. But yeah, I had to show you guys this deck again because I really do believe in this deck. I really think that there is a very high chance that this is a very, very competitive deck moving forward. And the best part, it's super cheap. There's like 10 rares in this deck. I guess there's the lands too. But a lot of commons and uncommons. So if you're on a budget and you don't have as many rare wild cards, this deck is perfect for you. But without further ado, let me show you the true power of Accumulate Wisdom. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. What is Bobby up to? Probably Simic. Okay. Did I take the Avatar personality quiz? I did not. Should I? What exactly is the Avatar personality quiz? Bobby, I'm gonna need you to play a spell this turn. Got a little greedy. Perhaps a little too greedy, maybe. Bobby, play a goddamn spell! Shit. Okay, there we go. Bobby, please play spells. Please. Man, I know you got spells to cast over there. I know you're holding on to something good. Bobby's scared. I get it. I understand. One Shitong for 2. I ain't searching my library this game. Don't you worry about that. Bobby, you gonna do something? I mean, fuck it. I'll cast another one, I guess. What else am I gonna do? Ooh. Woohoo. Well, in that case, I don't want to discard. All right, now Bobby's gonna play a spell. God, this is bait, isn't it? Oh, this has to be bait, doesn't it? Feels like bait. I kind of want to fall for the bait, though. All right, you know what, Bobby, you got me. I'll fall for the bait. Okay. Well, Bobby's definitely not going to cast a 5-mana creature this turn, right? Probably not. It's probably one of the few ones that I'm okay with them casting. Got 2 Technique in the Grave. Jesus Christ. How many lands are in my deck? The answer is not enough. You just run it back? Let's go double terror. Or yeah, Furnace deal 10,000 damage. I don't think I need... I don't even think I need this. Alright, your turn. It's gonna be a double block for me. It's an easy double block right there. It actually wasn't an Ancestral. What's a 2-mana draw 3? Accumulated knowledge, I guess. It's an AK. Which, I mean, it basically is an AK. All right, Bobby, what you got? When did we get the 2-mana draw 3? We have it. There's a 2-mana draw 3 in my hand. What the shit is this? Dude, what is Bobby cooking over there? I just want to know where they cooked up this delicious meal. Bobby has been in the kitchen. Okay. Oh, he did it. The Roaring Furnace. 3, so 6, 5, 8. Yeah, I guess we can do this. Gotta just crabbed, but I attack for 5. All right, Patrick, what you got for me? Patrick has a song request for us. Well, Ice Cube in the queue. Oh.
That's rough, buddy.
Unstoppable slasher? Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Bobby. They're at 13? Oh yeah, Bobby's cooking all right. Bobby is definitely cooking over there. All right, give me a blue. Well, I mean, I guess I just go double crab on their turn. Yeah, double crab on their turn, I guess is fine. We got 5 cards in hand. Ward Dose. I wish Boomerang Basics was an instant. If you had Nemesis, you could kill them right now. Wait, do you think that's actually why they banned Nemesis? I didn't even think about that. Combustion Technique Nemesis would be kind of insane, right? I had not even thought about that. That would have been sick. Tap, 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 tap. Tap it all. Tap it in. Just tap it in. Okay. Bobby! Bobby, why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be so rude? Alright, get 2. Let's go here. And then I can go Talent, Boomerang the Crab? Play... We have 5 mana left over, 2 for this. Yeah, I'll just pass. We don't have another Stuffy Doll in Standard. Isn't there one from, like, I want to say Aether Drift? It's an artifact creature. It's like barbed something. Is that actually a Stuffy Doll? It's like 4 mana, 1/1, indestructible. I don't know the exact text on it, but it's something like that. I think it might be a Stuffy Doll. Barbed Servitor. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card, lose a life. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, target opponent loses that much life. Yeah, that was the card I was thinking of. Is it from MKM? I think we are losing this game? It appears that I might be losing this game. Because I can't really threaten lethal. Because I only have 5. I needed them to not have the regent. Okay, untap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go level up talent. Get back Boomerang. Bloodmaw the Meringue. Hit for 5. Boomerang the Crab, hold up 2 mana. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bloodmaw. Yeah, that works. Let's do that. Casting Bringer helps me. Does it? I guess that's a good point, but like, if I want to attack this turn, I have to get the meringue out of the way. Yeah, so I guess I could have just done this before combat too, right? Bloodmaw this, hit for 5. This is a slight disaster if they have a kill spell for the crab. A very, very slight disaster if that's the case. I don't think they do, though. Okay, hold. I mean, that's just worse than casting crab, isn't it? They have a kill spell in hand. Well, it's a sorcery speed one. So they couldn't respond to the basics there, you know? Oh, but I guess... Yeah, the problem with this is now they can just force me to use the crab and then post-combat kill the crab with the furnace. Yeah, the slime maybe just doesn't even work. Because they can just use the furnace post-combat. Oh, right. Well, that also, you know. That also works. All right, Bobby, I see you. I see you, Bobby. See what you're doing over there. All right, I would imagine Counterspell's good against Bobby. Deshana seems good, too. So those in, Firebend out. Combustion's still good, because they showed a Slasher, so I'll keep the Combustions. Could do Riddler. Riddler Row, maybe. Cut 4. Bobby got me good, I'll admit it. I'll admit that Bobby got me good. Seems like Floodmaw is not ideal against them. We just don't play the Riddler. Alright, I'm in. And, like, the idea is you do a bunch of draw discard with, like, Harvester of Misery can discard itself, Ill-Timed Explosion, discard Bringer, and then you Kavera to copy it. I guess I would not be surprised if they had, you know, if they were a Kavera deck. It's true, it had consults. Did have the consults. You want to Pierce, or do you want a Terror? Can I have neither? I think I'm gonna take a Terror. I'm not casting the second one. I'm saving the other one. Kind of want to just use my mana. Is it Terror time? What is it? You know what? You know what? Honestly, it might be. It might just be fucking sauna time. Honestly, I'm in. Okay. Well.
That's rough, buddy.
Okay. Dueling saunas. Do I bounce theirs? I mean, I think I do. Okay. Wasn't exactly what I thought was gonna happen there, but you know. Go. Your turn. Word. It is definitely rough, buddy. It is most certainly rough, buddy. Little does Bobby know, there's not a lot going on here. You got some time, Bobby. You got some time over there. Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Wait. What did they discard? Oh, Watery Grave. Here's a terror. Here is a terror. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. It's a good Balatro hand. That is very true. You know, we haven't played Balatro in a while, so... Hashtag Balatro ad. Bro. Alright, fine. Just be nice about this, okay? They didn't gift? No gift, huh? I always gift that card. I would never cast it without a gift. That's bad. It's not ideal. It is rough, buddy. I guess they just wanted the this in play so I couldn't counter it. I get it. I get it. I'll pay for Spell Pierce. I mean, they definitely have Spell Pierce, right? Yeah, I'm gonna hold that. I guess it could be Flood Maw. I mean, they have a mana and they had priority, so I didn't want to get Spell Pierced. We're just having sauna battles again. Alright. Well, here's the good news. I am now ahead in the sauna race. Jesus. Mr. President, a second sauna has hit the battlefield. 33 cards. I really hope I can kill them before I deck. That might actually be a problem, though. This is quite the game that we have going on here. Damn it, Bobby! Okay. I wonder how many sweepers Bobby has. Alright, draw 3. 2 mana, draw 3 cards. You know, I really don't want to bounce the sauna. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hearth Elemental Adventure Time. You know, I really don't think it is in my best interest to cast Stoke Genius here. I think that would be a bad idea. Would not be, probably not the best idea. Let's go with one of these. Hit you with one of these. I mean, I think there's a non-zero chance I deck at some point. At 23. Not yet, but I'm good for now. Have I watched Avatar? No, chat keeps telling me to watch Avatar, but I keep having, you know, I just don't have enough time. Oh, right. I forgot I didn't have a hand size. I totally forgot about that. Bro. All right, fine. You got me, Bobby. I mean, this quench is definitely going to do something eventually. This quench will do something at some point this game. I'm sure of it. I'm busy watching the Joe Rogan Experience. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, there's ads for the Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah, that's fine. This thing does exile, right? Yeah, okay. All right. I think it's time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep these in play. It's fine. I'm just gonna go Talon here. I'm definitely not gonna deck myself. There's no way I deck myself, right? Combustion technique. Combat. See, now that we have double quench, we're definitely going to be able to quench something. It's not the first quench that gets you, it's the second one. Talent's level 3. Eventually. Not yet, though, eventually. Grab is not bad. Yeah, there's a Reef, but I mean, we have this to kill the Reef, right? I don't think I should be that concerned about the Reef. Like, how many more strategic betrayals do you think they have? It's not like they're playing 4. I would assume they're not playing 4. Come on, Bobby's not playing 4 of these. This song slaps. Banger alert right here. Harvester of Misery. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'll quench you. I'll quench you. I like this better. How many techniques do we have left? Because we need at least 1 for the Reef. So there's 1 in exile, 2, 3. I have 1 more. Yeah, so we still have 1 left for the Reef, which we'll eventually find. Oh, that's true. We can also... Yeah. We have the Storm Chaser's talent, too. Forgot about that. Yeah, so we can just talent rebuy the technique. Unless they have another Betrayal this turn. Which, then, you know, we can talk about that next turn, but... Bobby doesn't even know. He's got no idea what's going on here. It'll quench you. It'll quench you. All right, I think we have lethal. Like 99% sure we have lethal. So level. Get back. Boomerang. Boomerang this. How many spells? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, how many spells do I have to cast? I'm pretty sure it's lethal. Because double boomerang, double talent is 10, right? That's 15. Yeah. Okay. Game 3. Negate. Do you have a song request for the next time we play Sauna? Oh, get it lined up because Sauna's coming this time. I mean, I can't complain. I just need lands, but... Alright, yeah, I'll do this. There's a chance I want to play 2 spells here. Maybe. Although Bobby's just not going to play any spells anyways. Does not ever want to let me use my mana. It's kind of fucked up. Just bounce the Terminus there. What if they spend 7 mana to level the Terminus, and then I just bounce it for 1? Because that might be what happens this game. You know, I really don't want to discard the hand size. If I just play the Furnace... I mean, it's not terrible. Could bounce the Terminus. Let's just play Furnace. I think I'm in. Definitely love on your end step. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't know you could do this at instant speed. I had no idea. I just kind of assumed it was sorcery only. Then the answer to your question is yes, they would do that at instant speed. I think this might be bait, but I'm gonna counter it. I'm gonna counter it. I mean, what's the worst that Bobby could cast this turn, you know? What's the absolute worst? I think Bobby's got nothing over there. I think he's sitting on empty, sitting on air. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Longest match in days. It's been a long one, I'll say that. This match has been going on for definitely more than a half hour. Yo. I mean, they only got 4 cards in hand. So is it now because the song is playing, now I have to unlock the sauna? Is that the rule? Damn it, Bobby! Damn it, Bobby! How do we feel about boomerang the sauna and cast wisdom? Kind of don't hate it. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Not gifting again, huh? Sure. I'm cool with that. Bobby hates the gift. Just does not want to give me a gift. This song goes kind of hard. People in my neighborhood are putting up Christmas decorations. I mean, I'm surprised that people were putting up Christmas decorations the day after Halloween, you know? That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. What'd they take? I selected my furnace. Wait, no sauna now. So they're gonna copy... they're gonna copy my 5/5? Sure. Is there any reason to Tishana's Tidebinder this? None, right? None whatsoever. Should I quench this? If 3 cards in hand? I mean, it is kind of a problem, right? No, because I can just Tishana's it. Yeah, this is fine. None of this matters, you know? I mean, it's not clear that I'm going to get a quench target, but just like, none of this matters. Pitch it to abandon. Well, what if I told you I had double quench now? It's not like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's not the first quench that gets you. It's the second one. You know, you think you're thirsty and, you know, you go to grab a bottle of water, but the first bottle of water just doesn't do it. It's always the second one that does it. I'll do this. No, I didn't equip the quench emote. I'm so mad. I should have. I have all the other ones equipped, but not the quench one. It'll quench you. It'll quench you. And now we can go to the sauna. Now we're going to the sauna. Sauna time! I'm ahead on the sauna war. It's the only thing that matters in this matchup. It's just whoever has sauna advantage. That's a 7-mana 5/5, by the way. It's better than a, you know, not having a 5/5. Kefka Court Mage. Each player discards a card. Found a use for this quench. Wisdom's on 2. Guess I probably should still just cast it this turn, right? How many lessons do you need in the deck to justify running Master Paku? I don't think the Master is that good. Maybe there's a build of lessons that plays... Like, I played against somebody in the streamer event, the early access event, that was playing Master Paku with Glacier Wood Siege. But I think if you're playing the Master, you kind of have to be, like, synergizing a lot more with it than just playing it in a regular lessons deck. Basically, I think it would just be a different deck. Excuse me. Wisdom is the best card in the deck. By a lot. Wisdom is cracked. Bobby got punished for not using that vacuum main phase. Draw a card. Whoop. Do I even Tishana's the vacuum? I don't think I do. I think letting it resolve is fine. I just don't think the vacuum matters, you know? That's why I wanted to hold the Tishana's. If you know what I'm saying. That's a good reason to hold Tishana's Tidebinder. The Patience. Was that even a good bringer? Did they have any creatures? I guess, oh, they had another bringer. Okay, sure. I guess it was good because they had the other bringer. Alright, that was a hell of a slog. My goodness. Bobby didn't want to go away. You really feel the difference when you're not playing the cantrips. It's like those hands that you would normally, the prowess hands where you would keep one-landers. Can't really do that in this deck. Resolving a single wisdom is when we get games against Dimir. Yeah, the wisdom is cracked. If there was any reason to play lessons, it is the wisdom.
That's rough, buddy.
The wisdom is by far the best card. It's so good.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. The flying crud. Where are they flying? How to summon Crookies, yeah, just yell secret tunnel over and over again. They do hear the secret tunnel sound, yes. That's the best part. Unless they have emotes turned off, of course, but who would do that? Teamer Cub. So this is gonna be a... This is gonna be a what? What was I gonna say? Otters, that's what it is. Otters deck. I knew I'd get there eventually. Oh, look at that value right there. Jesus. I can't compete with that value, man. +1 surveil. Huge surveil right there. Abandon attachments. Play around Spell Pierce. Get 'em, Otters! I'd like to think that we're doing okay this game. Something leads me to believe that we're slightly ahead.
That's rough, buddy.
Who's the real Otters deck here? That's what I'm saying, you know? It's like... Oh, man. I did bounce the right one, right? I hope I did. Ooh, give me a boomerang off the top. Give me a nice little boomerang. Hey! How do I beat that? Oh. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to beat that card. Thinking about it some more. Kind of seems like a problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. Seems like a little bit of a problem. Hmm. I mean, I guess maybe I can just beat one dragon a turn. Maybe I can beat one dragon a turn. Huh. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna go cycling. Okay, that beats one dragon. Yeah, this is fine. They make a dragon, I kill it, draw 6, play a talent. We're good, we're good, we're good. Yo, Badgermole with Dragonback Assault's kind of sick. Because you just block with the land, it comes back and you get a dragon. That is kind of hot. I didn't think about Badgermole Dragonback. That's kind of sick. Do that. 2 mana, draw 3. Okay, I can do this. Which means it doesn't come back. I mean, they're just gonna play it next turn, but... At least it doesn't come back, you know. Killing your own land with dragon. Oh, right. Like you do a bunch of earthbending. You make a bunch of 1/1s, and then you dragon back all of your own lands. They come back, and then you just make a bunch of 4/4s. That's kind of insane. Besides Badger Mole, what are the like the other good ways to do what are the other good ways to do what's it called? To do earthbending cheaply? Like I wonder how much of that we can, you know what I mean? Like just play a bunch of cheap cards that earthbend and then play Dragonback Assault. Isn't there's like a 2-drop, right? It's whenever you play an ally, 2 mana 1/1 when an ally enters earthbend 1. Yeah. I mean, Cub is definitely the best one. Yeah, you could play the Ascension too. The Ascension's what? 3 mana, earthbend 2, rampant growth, landfall, put a counter on the enchantment, 4 or more, put a counter on a creature. Yeah, you could do that. That's pretty cool because it ramps you to the assault and it gives you a token to be able to kill with the dragon back. Yeah, Haru's the 1/1, but you're probably not going to play a bunch of allies. Because then if your deck has a bunch of allies, killing them all with the assault seems kind of bad, right? All right, what are we doing against the Flying Crud? So Cub, Dragonback. Probably want some of this for Dragonback. I don't know how much graveyard hate they have. Can do Floodmont out. Cut one of the homies. I don't want to play Firebending Lesson, but I feel like I have to keep it just against Badger Mole Cub. Like they probably don't have that many other creatures that I want to kill with 2 damage, but like you have to be able to kill the Cub. Can't let him have that card. I don't think Redirect Lightning is that good. Paying 5 life is just, like, I don't know what matchup you're trying to do that in. Paying 5 is just so brutal for that kind of card. Like, let me ask you this. What exactly are you trying to redirect? Like, that's the question you have to ask yourself. It's like, I guess you can redirect counter spells, which it's decent against counter spells. To be fair, it is not bad against those. Is strategic betrayal target player, or is betrayal each opponent? I forget. Or is it target opponent? If it's target opponent, then you can't redirect it. Yeah, target opponent, so it wouldn't actually work. Ooh. These are not great. 3 crab is kind of brutal. I think I have to take this. Yeah, if it says target opponent, then you can't redirect it. World Wagon. This is kind of awkward. Please let this resolve. I need lands. Please do not counter this. This is bait. I promise you want to counter. Alright, fine. Well, the good news is we get to resolve a draw 3. So there is that. Hmm. It's not going too well. Not going super hot, is it? Not ideal. Something, I guess. Just have to find a land here, I guess. It's gonna be Spire Bluff, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. As soon as I said have to find a land here, I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I knew exactly what was gonna happen. Just can't. It's scripted, baby. It's scripted. Is this stream even live? Like, am I even here right now? I don't think I am. That's not gonna do it. It'll quench ya. It'll quench ya. The sand plays. The sand kind of plays. Put a spell on the stack so I can counter it. I just want to use my mana. It's not really the spell that I want to counter, but... Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with this. Just got to give it, like, 3 more turns, and we might be able to play a 2-mana 5/5. Just a couple more turns. I'm discarding land here. I'm keeping the Terror in hand. I believe in the Terror, okay. Alright, shouldn't have believed in the Terror. That was maybe a mistake. Perhaps a mistake was made. Spell Pierce is going to go crazy this turn. Easiest Spell Pierce in my life. Hell yeah. Target acquired. Target acquired. Alright, I accept. I accept your terms and conditions. Okay, I can finally play my 3-mana 5/5. Your turn. I mean, the good news is they're at 13. We don't have a long ways to go with this. Okay. The Riz. The Rizla. Mm-hmm. Get a torch for me. Torch. Do I think we'll see anything interesting for Modern this weekend? I think both Badgermole Cub and Wanchitong both have some good applications for Modern. I could certainly see either one of those seeing play. I think they're both decent. I would say Wanchitong is probably more likely to see play, but they're both good. It's only 5 right now. All right, give me a boomerang off the top. Okay. Shit! I thought about casting a lesson end of turn, too. Alright, attack. A little awkward here. Only one red source, kind of brutal. Cub Yogg got fourth in the challenge yesterday. Yeah, I saw that. I think there was actually 2 Cub Yogg lists in the top 8 of the challenge. So I think Cub Yogg is decent. Wan Tong, very powerful, and like just kind of like anything. Jeskai Blink, Blue Black Frog, probably even Blue White Control. So I think both those cards will see a ton of play. Past those 2, I don't really know how much else there is. Like, I think Spike trophied with Airship, which looked kind of cool, but it's definitely those 2. But other than that, I'm not sure if anything else is like super good. Yeah, there's 2 RCs this weekend, right? There's Vegas and one in the EU. I think Japan might also be this weekend. Hey, there's the dragon back. That's 3 damage right there. So if they just make a 4/4, they're dead to the lesson. Yeah. Is there a Canada one too? That thing's got ward too. Do you pay the 2? Oh, well, that beats Spell Pierce, so I guess I'll do that. What happened this game? I don't really know what happened. I didn't do that much, but... Okay.
That's rough, buddy.
I really did not do that much this game. Alright, sure. It was good enough, I guess. That's rough, buddy. Chat keeps telling me to watch Avatar, but I just don't... I just don't have time. Because I've been doing a lot of editing. Like editing my own videos now, so it's hard for me to find time after stream to watch it. And sold for not? That's rough, buddy. Have you tried airbending overlords at all? We tried, like, the very, like, earliest version of the Appa combo that I played. We tried a little bit of that, but we didn't really go too much deeper. Like, we played Appa combo with a couple of overlords, but other than that, we haven't really tried it, like, a more dedicated build that has airbending and overlords. That's fucked up. You know what they say.
That's rough, buddy.
That is what they're saying. That is, in fact, what they're saying. Kind of have to hold this quench for the 5-mana Hellkite. I guess I probably just cast Wisdom this turn then. Never mind. I guess we're not holding quench for the Hellkite. Okay. So... attachments, ditch Wisdom, rip land. Perfect. And then we get to technique the Hellkite when they go to play it, which saves the token. Draw 3 next turn. Everything coming up Millhouse. You're supposed to cast the other card. I think I save the removal spell. Yeah, I think I take this. Just Wisdom this turn. They probably have a kill spell for the token, but that's okay. So... combat... Trying to think if I want to cast the Hearth Elemental this turn. Probably, right? 2 mana for that. Then I can go... I still can technique the Hellkite if it... Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Let's do this. I mean, obviously I wish it costs 1 mana, but this is good enough. 4/5 can also check the Tursa, so it's pretty good. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know if it was better to quench that. Maybe it was better to quench that. Yeah, actually it definitely was. I don't know why I didn't quench that. That was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, why didn't I quench that? Awkward. If 3 in hand? Alright, so what if I go buyback, recall, pass? Yeah, no attacks. I even made a Britney Spears joke to remind me. Well, that's why I didn't read your message. If you make a Britney Spears joke, I'm gonna tune you out, so, you know. If you had just said you should quench the Nova Hellkite, then I probably would have registered that more than I would have than you making a Britney Spears joke. Does that make sense? Talent rebuy accumulate wisdom is something else. It really is something else. Okay. They have a shock. I can't quench a shock. I can quench another 2-mana kill spell, but I'll counter that. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have the shock, but this is fine. Just don't want to die. I just don't want to die. Hold up the lesson. Challenger. What pump spell could they have if I go to lessen the challenger with kicker? Could have full bore, maybe? Is full bore only attacking creature? I forget. Card full bore. Target creature you control gets +3/+2 until end of turn. Okay, so it's not only attacking creature. Full bore doesn't save it. Oh, it deals 5. Right. I thought this dealt 4 for some reason. I was thinking about burst lightning. Yeah, so let's just do this then. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking burst lightning and not the this, which deals 5. So I guess it's a little bit better than burst lightning. I guess notably that it does also kill Hellkite, which in this matchup is pretty important. So we have, more ways to kill Hellkite. Well, turn inside out wouldn't have saved it. It would have given them a 2/2, but it wouldn't have saved the challenger. The color shifted giant growth. That was what, brute force from the old futures site. I remember that card. God, dude. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Go. Your turn. Whew. Fan me down. Fan me down. My goodness. When you start chaining them, it's just like, what the fuck, man? Just like out of control. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play either. I respect that. Would you call this a tempo deck? I don't know. It's hard for me to call a deck that has 8 kill spells and 2 mana draw 3 as a tempo deck, you know? But, like, if you wanted to call it that, I would understand why. I get it, you know? Yeah, it's a 2 mana draw 3 deck. That's a good point, yeah. Alright, you ready? They're gonna go turn 2, Mountain, Burnout Bastronaut number 2, Burnout Bastronaut number 3. Ready? Alright, not quite. Almost. Bit of a predicament here, huh? A slight predicament that we find ourselves in. I think I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. We might have to send the abandoned attachments here. I do need to find land 3, like, desperately. I mean, I'll take this. Am I playing any of the Iroh Lesson Deal 401 to all? Nah, I don't know if you have room for that. Because, like, dealing 1 to all is just not nearly as good as having, Fire Magic. So I don't think you can afford to play cards like that. It's also, that card is only a sorcery, and it doesn't exile. So, like, you don't really want to play it over Combustion Technique, and again, the fact that Fire Magic is an instant is pretty big, so... I have been really noticing the lack of red mana. That's come up a couple of times. They're on 3 speed. Kind of sus. I'm gonna go Talon here. We get Steam Vents in Lorwyn. I mean, if it wasn't for Spider-Man, we would have had Steam Vents by now. Lorwyn's out in what, February? I think it's February. January? It's that quick, huh? 6 weeks? Didn't we just get a set like last week? What is happening? Another spell? Okay, well, I guess now we can Fire Magic. So it kind of worked out. Do you want to gamble? Probably shouldn't gamble. There's no way I'm gambling. That's not happening. Although I am curious to see next turn if I would have hit. I'm going to assume that I probably wouldn't have hit. Just gonna go out on a limb and say that I definitely would not have hit. All right, good call. I'll do it now. Could really use a land right about now. For the Edward Merkington. Big old Ed. Yeah, 7 sets in 2026. Just in case you didn't have enough this year, you know, from 6. Yo, dog, I heard you guys like set releases, so I gave you a 7th set release while you could have your other 6 set releases. I don't know, something like that. Okay, this one definitely hits. This one has to hit. Did you know that 80% of gamblers quit right before they're about to hit big? I'm chump blocking that. If you let me, I'm chump blocking that. Yeah, well, they're not gonna let me. I'm at 6. Untap land. Fuck. Go. I really wish these lessons dealt 3 damage. Bro, chill out. Okay, if they find a land, I'm actually kind of cooked. I should have crabbed in their upkeep. Do I have exactly 6? It's rude. Rude. Have to do it now. It's okay, they're definitely not gonna sack the lantern to exile my graveyard, for sure. There's no chance they're gonna do that. 0% chance that's gonna happen. Told ya. Was that attack sus? They can force the issue, but that attack might have been sus. I don't know if they boarded in the... I lose if they boarded in the stupid threaten, but I don't know if they would board in the threaten against me. Oh, they frenzy? Okay. That's bad. That is bad. Ow. Shouldn't have attacked. Oh, good. I can finally shock to cast my terrible shock. Oh my god. Do I have to go to 1 here? I think I have to, don't I? Because I think I have to attack. I don't really see myself winning this game without attacking, right? Hold and pass. I mean, they're just gonna draw lightning strike, man. Or burst lightning. I think I'm attacking. I'm gonna do this main phase too, so they can't animate the other one. They're not gonna draw a burn spell. They're definitely not gonna draw a burn spell. Yeah, look, it didn't matter. It turns out there wasn't a difference between 1 and 3 after all, huh? That's rough, buddy. And you guys didn't want me to shock. That's rough, buddy. Got the fat burger. Didn't we just listen to the song? Not that I'm complaining, because the song is a banger, but I think we just listened to the song. Gotta say, it was a good day. It's a good one. That's a good one. I do think I have to use a 2-mana spell here. So if I'm using a 2-mana spell, it should probably be a kill spell. So let's do that. I gotta at least give myself the chance of double spelling next turn. Lantern's kind of brutal. Land's good. I mean, it could be a lot worse, you know? It's bad if they have Hellkite. I could beat a couple of shocks. Just don't play Hellkite this turn, please. That's fine. That I'm cool with. Rip. I'm gonna save the wisdom. I am gonna save the wisdom. Because I don't think they're gonna pop their lantern yet, and if I draw a lesson next turn, then we're chilling. Alright, 2 cards in hand. Can I beat 2 cards in hand? Are they really gonna pop the lantern now? Like, there's no reason to. But they do that. The Challenger. How's this deck been feeling? I've liked it so far. It's been impressed me. It's impressed me a little bit. The Wisdom is just such a messed up card. Do you think their last card's a spell? I mean, I kind of have to do this, right? I guess, the other alternative, okay, hear me out. What if we just played the Sauna this turn? Sauna this turn, end step, draw a card, untap, draw a card, then I have 3 in hand, and then with 3 in hand I can unlock the Furnace to kill the Challenger, even if they have 1 spell. I think that might just be better, right? Makes it more likely I can kill the Challenger, because I think their last card is probably like a shock or something, so I'm gonna do it this way. Like, we end up taking 2 more damage from the Challenger if they don't have a spell in hand, but if they don't have a spell in hand, then I think that means we have a lot more time to play the Sauna this turn, so this play just seems to make the most sense both ways. Wildman, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream, Wildman. Welcome, Raiders. A Braid's pretty good. So, unlock this. And then I might as well just kill the Challenger now. It does suck that we don't have an extra lesson for the Accumulate Wisdom, but... Is that what Wildman was playing? A little bit of Bant Airbend? I saw Meow's list the other day, and I haven't tried it yet, but... Ooh, drawing a card, huh? I like that. Daddy likes that. Zhao! That's rude. Okay, that's fucked up. You weren't supposed to do that. Tilt. Okay, lesson off the top. Well, I mean, not exactly the lesson I was looking for. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, that list did look pretty good. I saw somebody else, I think it was on Untapped, somebody had taken Meow's list and added an Imodane's Recruiter, and I thought that was kind of a good idea. Because you can, like the turn that you're doing the combo, you can eventually Nature's Rhythm for it. So, it's a little, you know, it's a little cute. Maybe you don't necessarily need it, but having a way to OTK against the Simic deck, if they just put like 1,000,000 power into play, seemed like it made a lot of sense. But it's possible you don't need it. Well, you can only do that with Cub if you have a land that can't, like, a land that is untapped, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you can't do it with Cub. Nah, I'm gonna wait on that Cross Hunter. I got time. The reason I'm waiting is because I can eventually get to a spot where if I find a third lesson, I can activate talent, they pop lantern, then I go lesson, knowledge, knowledge in response. That's kind of what I was waiting for. Which, like, as long as they're not doing anything, I have plenty of time. Yeah, see, I could do it here, but there's just no reason to, you know? Like, the game is effectively over. Like, there's just no way they get out of this. A boomerang, basics. You can one-shot them with Cub. No, I know you can one-shot them with Cub, but I'm just saying the only way you can one-shot them with Cub is if you have an untapped land. Right? If you don't have an untapped land, then you can't do that. So that's kind of the big difference, right? It's like you don't always have an untapped land. So it's like the what you call it? The recruiter kind of makes it so you don't need an untapped land, you know what I mean? I didn't have Atla being more powerful than Final Fantasy on my bingo card. I mean, with Final Fantasy, it was like there was Vivi, but what else was there? You know, there wasn't much else besides Vivi, right? It's like a couple, but whew. This just in, 2 mana draw 3, pretty damn good.